Before I start, I want to apologize to you all for having to not be present at the last meeting. My children, my daughter was sick that night, and I was sitting here ready to go early, and I had to bolt quickly, phone in hand. So, my name is Jennifer Hager. I'm running for seat 1 Indian Trails, and like Mike, I really didn't have, when I moved out here, I didn't have any intention of becoming a politician, so to speak. My goals with this are strictly as a resident. I think that first and foremost, I'm an advocate for all of us. I think more people should be involved in things like this, and coming to Indian Trails board meetings. Louder, sorry.
Yes.
Put my teacher voice on.
Yes, put your teacher voice on. Yes.
I scream all day long. I'm really sorry, so I try to be quiet.
It's okay.
Well,
You got help in the classroom now. I mean,
I've changed considerably over the years. I've become a little more bold. I used to be very shy like my daughter, so I'll try that. The first thing that I would like to say is that upon review of my past 5 years tax bill, don't like it. And I'd like to see us put our own money to better use through proper management of the money, starting with Indian Trails. And like Mr. Sidnick and others, I think that we should include local businesses, in the bidding process, support local businesses, allow them to come forward and bid, and the bidding process should be, as fair as possible. Let's see. I'm going to lobby for a State Road 7 extension. I feel like IBIS is cutting through everywhere. Little barcodes on the side coming through, ripping through our neighborhoods, and State Road 7 extension through there will, stop them from coming through our neighborhoods, even though it seems that they don't want it. I think I'm correct in saying that they're the ones that don't want us to go through. Is that right? Right.
We have to be constantly vigilant that they don't want it.
I mean, it's the road from Target to back here is great. It's helped a lot. I used to have to drive to school down Royal Palm, and then it just took too long. So I have to go to Green Acres to teach, and it just cut off 15 minutes of my time. So I love it. Sure, IBIS people will love it when it's when it's through. If I have anything to do with that. To have more tax dollars brought into our area, communication should be improved. Not saying that it's bad. Improved with county and state people for our benefit here at Indian Trails. No one can be, no one can rip you a new one like an irate parent, and I can take the heat from anyone of you and anybody who comes through the door. I think that I'm a very approachable person here, in person, on the phone, on the internet. However, you need to get a hold of me, I'm here. And if elected to office in Indian Trails, that's the person that will be sitting up there hearing you out. And as far as board members, I don't really have a problem with who's on the board. I took an interest in this living out here. Driving down my washboard road really makes me mad every day. I don't know if I could, I'm not saying I could change that and just by being on the board, but that's an issue. I hear that all the time. Roads. And while I'm on a road kick, I'm avid, as in professional horseman, and I ride all the time out here, and my children ride, and there's no such thing as a pedestrian trail in the acreage, I'm sorry. And whoever out here has horses, for you. I know a large number of us in it. And then also on that, Hamlin Park, now Nicole Bornstein Park, could be a beautiful asset to this community, bringing people in that want to continue to have horses, because the horse community is shrinking, and there's very few places for them. And I know that that's just a small part of our community, but it used to be a large part of our community, and all these people have gone to Ocala, to North Carolina, to Texas, because they're all my friends, and they're gone. They don't live here anymore. Parks. I I love the parks. I think that they could be a lot better, starting with this one, finishing it. Parking is always a problem at all parks, especially at that horse park. There needs to be more parking, period. And so we'll figure out a way to get that done. If we're having people come to this park for these functions, I was there Saturday and the place was slammed with parking, but there wasn't anyone there. Do you feel like that? Some of you were there. There was no parking, but there was also, you know, there wasn't a lot of people there. It didn't seem like for how fast we ran out of parking. And not to, because I don't want to be up here too much longer, but I'd just like to say that I'd like to give myself a voice. I'd like to give kids a voice because I'm a teacher. That's right here for me. I have kids and the community voice all together. That's who I am. That's what I'm about. So if elected, do the best I can.
That's awesome. Thank
Back.
Okay, sorry.
you. Jennifer, what are you going to do if you're not elected?
Be right here.
Enjoying it.
Going to the horse cars, taking my kids around, you know.
Maybe
just
get on board over here.
Come join the ALA.
I'll join Mike in his crusade and we'll
Maybe.
rain down, you know.